All right, you guys, welcome back to the channel. You already know what to do. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell as we take a dive into rideshare services and pretty much the nightmare ride from hell. Now, when I think of the rideshare companies, Uber, Lyft, and whatever else is out there, I think of that movie Collateral that came out back like 20 years ago. It was with Jamie Foxx and Tom Cruise. Jamie Foxx was the taxi driver and Tom Cruise was the customer, the passenger in the back, and he was just demanding all kind of crazy shit. That's what comes to mind when I think of Uber and Lyft. And if you haven't checked that out, check out Collateral. It was a good movie. But anyway, let's go ahead and roll the clip of what happened. And of course, this is in Nashville. Oh God.
What an Uber driver describes as a nightmare ride has Vanderbilt University Medical Center looking into what happened. Good evening, everyone. I'm Tracy Cornett.
And Lauren Lowry.
And I'm Marius Payton. This driver took me through what happened.
For the most part, it's been great.
But on July 24th, that great experience of driving for Uber changed. Jenna Rohr got a call from someone at Vanderbilt University Medical Center to pick up a ride. It's something she had done before, taking doctors and nurses home, but this was different.
It's 6 o'clock at night, approximately. And the person I was picking up with was a gentleman.
Jenna told me that's not who came to the car. She says it was a nurse escorting a patient.
As they approach the car, he is yelling like, they took my phone, they've got my stuff, they won't.
See, the problem with these rideshare companies is they accept cash only, right? But I recently heard that Uber is starting to accept cash. I mean, they might as well, because see, the goal was to do electronic payments only because you would think that it would be less weirdos and less people trying to rob you. So that doesn't work, obviously, because you could order rides for other people and they can still do shit. So
won't give it back. So he was agitated before he got in my car.
At this point, Jenna could have declined the ride, but she didn't. Her initial thoughts after seeing him?
Or maybe he'd been in the hospital a few days, or perhaps at that point I did think perhaps he was homeless or something, because I also noticed he did not have any shoes on his feet.
Now, what was the interaction with the person from Vandy when they were putting this gentleman into the car?
There was no interaction with me. She put him in the car and she looked at me and then walked away.
Jenna said the man mumbled for a few minutes, stopped talking, and then said this.
So you don't know where you're taking me and you don't know who I am? And I said, no, sir. And he paused for a minute and he said, so I could be a schizophrenic psychopath?
yeah, this is why I advise all Uber and Lyft drivers to carry, if not a gun, have a knife on them. That way, when somebody start acting weird, you could just take care of the situation right away and not wait for them to harm you. So being a rideshare driver is pretty much no safer than being an escort. Sorry to say.
And you just let them put me in your car?
She had an address for the drop-off, but as she pulled into the back of a darkly lit driveway of an unknown building,
Mr. So-and-so in the back is going, oh, this doesn't look good. I don't like the looks of this.
the place, Mulberry Health and Rehabilitation. It appeared to her that Vanderbilt University Medical Center used Uber to transport a patient from one facility to another. She says no one at Mulberry Health was there to take the man out of the car, so Jenna called Uber security. Eventually, someone from Mulberry came out to the car.
And they just were like, we don't know who that is. You need to give us more information. And they were like yelling at me, telling me I had to help them and to give them more information. And I was like, they were like, you can't just drop him off. And I'm like, that's exactly what I can do. That is exactly my job as an Uber driver.
And that's what she did.
So what were your feelings when it was all said and done?
I couldn't breathe. My feelings were like, I was just like wrecked. I had to pull over. I got away from the facility where I couldn't see it. And I pulled over on the side of the road and I just called my sister and I was in tears.
Jenna
Wow. She should be able to sue for distress. It's like there's just so much liability that goes in with working for rideshare. Like, you never think about the dangers of it. You just think of the simplicity of getting people to their destination, but it comes with safety risks too.
Jenna was still confused about how this could happen, so she called Vanderbilt for clarity, and 5 days later, they called her back.
I called and I spoke with somebody at Vanderbilt, and I told them what happened, and they were like, they could not believe that that person had been put in my car, and they were like, I'm so sorry that happened to you. You know, it shouldn't have happened.
We reached out to VUMC about their policies. They sent us a statement saying, in part, we maintain comprehensive discharge protocols designed to ensure that patients transition safely to the next phase of care. We take complaints about safety seriously and are looking into this matter. We also contacted Uber about their safety features to protect drivers, but they haven't answered us. And the answers are what Jenna wants.
And I'd love to know that perhaps you're going to change the policy and you're not going to transport someone with potential behavioral issues through an Uber.
She could have got hurt pretty bad, and that would have been on them. That would have been both the hospital's fault and Uber's fault. And Uber gets sued all the time for stupid shit. So it's like, how unprofessional is that as a hospital? So yeah, Uber needs to up the safety and care of their employees.
Now, I also reached out to Mulberry Health and Rehab about the incident. They haven't responded yet. Jenna says she has avoided the medical center area for pickups for now. We'll also keep following up with Vanderbilt and Uber to see if they've made any changes to policies and procedures.
They're not going to change anything. We know that. They're not reaching out to anybody. They don't know how to address that. Anyway, this is Caddy Vale. I'll catch you in the next video. Goodbye.